It's been almost 2 years since I've seen deals on the market that I would invest in. Hey guys, welcome back to Rapid City Real Estate News. If you don't know me already, my name is Christian Morrison, local real estate agent here in the Rapid City Black Hills area. And this is Rapid City Real Estate News, where we talk about what's happening in the Rapid City real estate market. All right, now today I'm going to go over a couple things. One, obviously I'm going to go over the numbers a little bit, but the biggest thing of today is investing. So I have a lot of clients that are investors. I invest myself. A lot of my friends are investors. So investing in real estate specifically is something I think about a lot. Now, in the last 2 years, I personally have not found a ton of good investment deals. There is some, but it was hyper competitive. Here recently, in the last couple weeks, 3 weeks, I found a lot of deals that are investable and a good deal. And for multiple different things, either fix and flips, buy and hold, which is more what I do, which is you buy and keep it, which is a long-term play versus a short-term, cash grab, I guess you could call it. And then also for like short-term rentals and things like that. So those three things I found I found more good deals recently than I've seen in 2 years. So I want to go into that a little bit with you and show you what I've been seeing. Now, really quickly, let's go through the numbers. Not much has changed over the last few months as far as the consistency we're having with numbers. We got 25 houses hitting the market in the last week. 329.9 is the average there, price point. 4 of them got accepted. Usually it's 5 or 6, so it's down 1 or 2. 22 actually sold, and for about $2,000 less than the average list price. And we got 205 total active houses on the market. So all those numbers are about the same as they've been. Interest rates down slightly to 7.29%. Average days on the market is up 2 days from last week. And if you look below that, if you're looking at the numbers, we got 48 houses under 300,000 in the area currently active. And then from that 3 to 500,000 range, we got 101. Continues to be the biggest range. The median price in there is 385. And then 500 up, we got 57 listings. Now on the investing side, I currently have, from what I'm looking at for myself and what I send my investor clients, I have about 15 properties that are on the market, not even off the market. Typically investors buy majority of their stuff off the market unless they can find a good deal on the market. But I found about 15 properties that are active in the last couple weeks that have been decent investment deals, decent or good investment deals. And for all categories, for short-term rental, for fix and flip, and for buy and hold type strategies. Now, there's a lot of uncertainty in the real estate market at the moment and the real estate market as a whole in the nation. But me personally, I think if you can find something that is a good deal that in any market, as long as it's a good deal in the market, I don't know why you wouldn't go for it unless you're waiting for some big crash you think is going to come, which I guess it could, or something like that. But timing the market is almost impossible from what I can tell and what I've read. Some people have done it, obviously, like some people are smart enough to know 08 was coming, and this is the next 08 right now. And some people are on the complete opposite side of that. They think this is the cheapest houses are going to be in the next 5-10 years. And the truth is probably somewhere in the middle there. It's probably going to be more of like a flat line, not a crazy appreciation market. But if you can buy something for 20 or 30% less than the market value right now, why wouldn't you buy it? I'll give you an example, and just so I don't put this seller out, I'm not going to give the address on it, but there's a property on the market right now in the 180 range that I know would take quite a bit less than that for it, and it's a really good property, 4-bed, 2-bath, and they would take less for it. So it has a lot of potential because the neighborhood it's a good neighborhood. Everything around it's selling for like 250 to 300. Even in this current market, it's all selling pretty quick too. So if you could buy this thing for, let's say 150 range, something like that, fix it up, 4-bed, 2-bath, like I said, 2-car garage, fix it up, flip it. I think this is something you can make $30,000 to $50,000 on, and we haven't seen anything like that, especially on the market in a while. Something else is these foreclosures are starting to come back on the market, which is amazing. There's been a stop on those for a while, and now they're starting to come back on. And we're not going to have a ton. We're probably going to have a handful of them. I've had 5 or 6 come on in the last month or so that I've seen. Those are starting to be a good deal too, especially if you have cash or some alternative financing you can work with, or investor or construction financing will work for it too. Those are starting to be a great deal if you want to get into that game and have a lot of fixing up to do. Those are going to be good flips. But I've also seen some when we're talking about buy and hold properties, I've seen some really good deals on duplex and multiplexes. So if you're interested in that game as well, those are coming up as well, especially in good price points. I saw one a couple weeks ago now, but it came on. It was a fourplex, and it was about $100,000 per unit, which I thought is an amazing deal, especially for the numbers and the location of it. So all of this to say that investing is starting to be exciting and something that the average person could do again. Not competing with 30 people, 40 people like we have been in the last 2 years for any investment deal that comes on the market, or having to call thousands of people to find one deal off market. Now, if investing, a little shameless plug here, if investing is something you're interested in, if you hit the link below, it says link to investor meetup tickets. I am having an investor meetup this Saturday, and we actually go tour properties sometimes as well to kind of walk through and give people an idea of what it is. There's way better people that give advice on investing out there than me, for sure, and that have done so much more than me. But I know for me personally, like, you get good advice from people online, but being around people that are actually doing it currently is what actually got me into the game of investing, because it's much easier to learn in person and be around the people that are actually doing it in real life rather than just listening to people talk about it. So that is going to be this Saturday from 9 to 10:30ish. If you want to come, click on that link. And if you can't be here, if you're out of town, click on that link and I'll send you the recorded meetup as well that you can view if you'd like to do that. Now, one last thing I want to hit on, especially if you're local, is property taxes. This is something I got screwed on once myself. But starting November 1st, which passed a little bit ago, until March, you can go into the county and make sure your property taxes are correct. Meaning if you live in the property, you want to make sure they're on owner-occupied status. It saves you about 20 to 30% of your taxes, which could be a ton of money per month for you. So go in there, tell them your address. I don't know if you have to bring a proof of address or not, but they also send you a form in the mail that you can check off your owner-occupied. I personally would just go down to the Director of Equalization office and make sure your house is under the correct status, because how this works is if they click the wrong box on their end, so if they click non-owner occupied versus owner occupied, you can't change it for a year. So you're stuck paying that taxes for a year, even if it was their mistake and not yours. So go down there and make sure that's correct and good to go. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching this. If you got anything else you want me to cover, drop a comment, let me know. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next week. Or I'll see you Saturday if you come to the investor meetup. Peace.